stamping friends, it's Jackie and Dave back for our monthly Funfold class.
Yes, it is. Yeah. I'm ready. Let's go.
Hold on. We got to tell them what number we're on, otherwise they'll lose track, okay? So this is number 3.2. As a reminder, we did 12, and now we're going back and we're redoing them so I can show you how these templates really are perfect for any stamps, ink, and paper. So I figure by trying to show you other examples, it'll make them a little bit more valuable if you made those first templates. And if you didn't make the first templates, like if you just started following us recently, you can go back and we will link everything for you to the original one. Because today we're going to share one new template and we're going to kind of revisit the original 4. So we have 5 all together that's part of volume 3.2. Now, there will be a link down in the video description to take you over to the website, and that's where you're going to find all the details. You will find the link to the original one for the 4 templates. You'll find the information as to how you can get the tutorial for this one free. You'll see pictures, all that good stuff. So just follow that link to the website and you'll know everything that's going on. So I think we're ready to
let's get to it.
Dive in here. Hang on while we flip the camera. Okay, before we dive into the cards, I just want to give you a quick peek at the tutorial and tell you a little bit more about it. Like I said, this is volume 3.2, and we are using inked and tiled for our stamp set this month. The first 4 cards, which I'm going to share with you in a second, use templates that were made in version 3, and I'm going to show those to you as well. And then we've got that 5th one that's new. Now this tutorial, if you place an order with me this month online in my online store, you will get this tutorial for free as long as your order is $50 or more. Otherwise, I also have the tutorial available for sale. Again, that link is going to give you all of that. Just check it out in the video description. Now, not only is this tutorial show you how to make all of the templates, but it also gives you step-by-step instructions for all 5 cards using the inked and tiled stamp set, which honestly I think is one of my very favorite stamp sets in the new catalog. So let's just look at these. Here's the first one. This was the original Funfold, and again, all these measurements are on that tutorial. And then this was the original card I made. Now, I pulled out my template and I remade it using inked and tiled. So this is just to really show you how any stamps, paper, and ink will work. Now, quite often, the focal point, you can see here we got circles. Here we've got whatever these dies are called. I can't think of them right now. They're not squares. They're rectangles.
Long squares.
Long squares. Oh, goodness. But it's all about the template, and then you add the focal point with whatever products you're using. So that's the first one. And this was the second one that we shared with this volume. So that's what the template looks like with all of the measurements. Here's our original card. Okay, you can see this was Happiness Abounds, I believe, was the featured stamp set for this one. So this tutorial is actually still available if you want the tutorial to use with the Happiness Abounds stamp set and products. But I remade it using inked and tiled, and here you can see the version for this one. Now again, I always talk about your focal point. Here the focal point and the original template actually shows this rectangle. Well, I just changed it out with these dies. These are my favorite dies right now. I think they're called Essential dies. That's probably what those rectangles were from as well. But the whole idea was just to have a good sized layer that went, on these 2 pieces. And then we open it up, and I use that shape again so that it kind of hid underneath there. So that's the second template. I'm going to jump to number 4 and then come back to number 3 because I need Dave to help me with number 3. Look out, everybody. No. So here is our template for our 4th card in this tutorial. And here's the original. It featured a belly band, slid off, and our card opened up like so. So when I pulled out my template to remake it, again with inked and tiled, you can see we got the belly band. Here's our focal image. Any shape is going to work there. Open it up, our designer series paper, a little bit of stamping on the inside, but super easy. This is a fun card. It's a fun fold because of the angles on it. Oops, there you go. And then the belly band just kind of holds it all together and is our focal point. So there's number 4. All righty, we need Dave to help us with number 3. So here's the original template, and on this one we focused on designer series paper. So we have a piece of designer series paper here that is 12 inches, and then we scored it and folded up. So kind of this fun little pull out accordion style card. Then here was our original. So we open it up and you can see how it just opens. It's kind of fun because you got all these, a couple different layers in there. Well, when I went to make my samples with this month's featured stamp set, I had a little bit of a problem because this designer series paper came in 6x6. So I did not have a 12x12 piece. So I kind of...
So what do you do?
Well, I came up with a little trick.
Oh, I like tricks.
or should we call it modification?
Yes.
So
There's always a way.
There's always a way. So you can see here as the card opens up, it's kind of the same, but it only opens that far. But we still have all of our layers going there. So Dave, if you want to help me score, this is our modification. So we have 2 pieces of designer series paper that are 6 by 5 1/4. And we want to score the first one at 2 and at 4.
2 and 4 in the 6-inch direction.
There you go. And designer series paper, don't press too hard because it just enough to get that scoring in there. Designer series paper can rip if you press too hard when you score. So you gotta be a little gentle.
Yep, and I know that.
Okay. Now the other piece, which is also 6 by 5 1/4, you're only going to score at 2.
And that's it. Mm-hmm. Well, I got it easy today, don't I?
I know you do. And it's funny, I just realized this designer series paper, which is retired, is from the same pack that our original cards were.
Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it?
We're using this to make a template here. Okay, so if we go back to our original, remember it kind of opens all the way like that. And this one's only going to open part way. So what we're going to do with this is we'll kind of back and fold it. Okay, so that's... you can see here where we're kind of matching up. And then that one's going that way. Oh, yes. Make sure you always use your bone folder.
I love this little thing.
I know. And then these pieces, we're going to just glue those together. So that's what's going to make this little pop-up part here. It just doesn't open all the way out.
You don't want to pachoom.
Nope,
that's for sure.
So we'll just put a little bit of adhesive on that one.
I'm going to stick this on here.
Stick that on there.
Pachoom. Just
and
like that.
That becomes the inside part of our card.
Look,
now,
it's a glue setter too.
It is. Now,
good idea.
Tutorial for this, I did leave the original measurements and instructions for if you have a 6 by 12 piece, as well as what happens if your paper is only 6 by 6. So that is number 3. That means we're on to a brand new one. Template number 5 of volume 3.2 is a brand new template we haven't shared yet. So let's just clear this stuff out and pull in the things to show you how to make the new one. All right, Dave, you ready to teach them how to make a new template?
I am ready. Let's do it.
We're starting with a big piece.
Yes, it is. That's like a whole piece, isn't it?
It is. It is 8.5 by 11. And instead of cutting it in half to make 2 cards, we're going to actually just score it to start. And we're going to score it at 5.5 and 4 1/4. So those are our normal measurements that we would typically cut it. So 5.5, just like you were cutting in for 2 card bases, but we're scoring. Then spin it around and do 4 1/4.
That away. Okay, I got that done for some reason.
Okay, so now here's kind of, well, the score lines probably don't show real good, but you can see we got score line and score line. So what we're going to do is use your cutter, the cutting blade.
Ooh, I like the cutter.
And you're going to cut on the score line right here. We're going to cut the top panel
cut that piece out
of there. So you can line it right up in your trimmer.
I'm going to go right down to the score line, which is right around there.
Yep, and then just spin it around.
And cut this one off.
Just cut that piece out. So that becomes an extra piece that you can use for, layering on the card or just save it for something else. You know what? I goofed and you didn't call me out on it. I didn't show them the card first. Remember, they like to see what we're making first. Oh, that's right. We're going to
do the card first. Should I start over and put that piece back on?
There we go. We'll do that. So here's our card. It flips up that way and flips up that way. So you can see what Dave cut out right now is this panel up here. And then what we're going to do next is go ahead and cut from your score line down to this score line, because that's going to make kind of the triangle at the top that's going to fold down.
Oh, that's hard to get both.
I know, it's a little
points
harder
there.
to line them up. You gotta line them right up in the little track. There you go. And then you're
I'm
gonna
gonna do this one over here. Ooh, a tricky one, isn't
You're
it?
gonna go from there down to there.
I'm gonna go from here down to there.
Well, you can do that too. You just gotta make sure when you're cutting this for this card that you're cutting your angles the right way so everything folds up. I know you flipped it and did it different, so let's see. The cutting diagram in the tutorial does show you exactly like which way to cut everything.
Look at that. Did I do this right?
I think so.
Yeah, I did.
I know it looks really weird like this because this is going to come down. Actually, this one goes in first. So that piece goes in and that piece comes down. So that's how our card.
See, I've already done something right today. This is awesome.
You
It's a good day for me.
It's a good day. Now, we want to talk about the designer series paper because you can see we've got designer series paper on both those flaps. In order to get it to fit, you need a piece that is 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, kind of our standard measurement. But I always like to kind of envision, like if this was here, I need to cut it that way because sometimes it gets confusing, and if you just take it,
is this a corner and a corner thing too?
it is. But if you cut this way, it's not going to fit.
It's not going to fit. Exactly.
So look.
So I'm going to stick it there, and then I'm going to go over here and cut it.
Right, so you know which corner you're going.
That's a good idea.
So you got to kind of be mindful of like direction of your paper.
So this is like a thinking card.
This is a thinking. It's simple, but it's thinking.
Look at that.
Look at that. So now that piece is going to fit here, and I'll show you a fun trick. This one, if you flip it upside down, it will actually work on the inside piece.
Oh, that's right, because it won't work on that side upside up.
Right. So if you want both patterns of one piece of designer series paper, you can take one sheet, cut it once, and then flip it like that. Otherwise, if you want, say you want that same pattern on that bottom flap, you would have to take another piece and then cut the
I'm gonna have
opposite.
to cut it again, aren't I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, to make that work.
So either way works. We'll just use both of these for now. So we're seeing both sides of the paper, but it's just, you know, be aware of what side of your paper is going to show. So we can go ahead and just stick those on if we can find our glue. Do you want to glue them or you want me to help you?
I want to do one.
Okay, because you're a glue expert now.
Oh, that was a lot there. That's pretty good of me.
And that's got to go on the top one.
Just like that.
Yep, and it should just fit with kind of an even border all the way around.
Yep, kind of like that-ish.
As long as your angles were good, it fits. And then
I'm going to stick this one on.
Yep, and that one's going to go on the bottom.
Down there that way.
And just make sure you put the glue on the right side.
This one's easier to glue because it kind of blends in. You don't see how much I'm using.
What am I going to do with you?
Ooh, look at this. Dead center. Stay.
Okay, so there is the base for our card. And then we're going to just go ahead. I think I have one sitting here someplace. Put a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 in the inside.
Just stick it in there?
Uh-huh.
Just glue it down?
Glue it in there.
I'll glue it in there. It'll stay longer.
And that's all there is to this template. So it was a super
Okay,
easy
there's a super simple one.
template.
Just a little bit of thinking.
But I kind of like the fun of this fold. So again, we'll bring that one over, and bring in our original. So now we can do whatever we want for the focal point on the front of it. Just make sure when you're adhering it, you only adhere the part that's on that top flap.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't want it
You
to...
glue your card shut.
Yeah, you glue your...
Which I've never done.
And what fun is that? So here I just use those dies. This could be a square, a circle, or whatever you want it to be. So there is template number 5. And all the instructions, the cutting, the scoring, all that fun stuff is in the template. So you can go ahead and click on the link in the video description for all those details. Now, just for fun, let's bring in all these inked and tiled cards because personally, I love them. This is my favorite stamp set and designer series paper happening right now. So we'll bring in all 5 of them so you can see. So if you just like some card ideas for this stamp set, if it's a favorite of yours as well, the tutorial will give you all the cutting, scoring, and step-by-step instructions to make these cards. So I hope you like our projects this month. This is Fun Fold Volume 3.2. Oh my gosh, numbers. If you've missed our other Funfold classes where we've made, these templates as well as all the other templates, check out, again, the website, use that link, and you will find all of our past classes so you can watch all the videos and make all of the templates. I like to just have my templates, okay? I write my directions on them. They're all just sitting in a shoebox. So when I go to make a card, I can flip through them, pick the one I want, and all the cutting, scoring is easy peasy. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back again next month with Funfolds 4.2, right?
Yes.
All righty.
Sounds right.
Happy stamping, everybody.
Yep. For now, stampers, have a stamp happy day.
Bye.